I've had plenty of success with Thursday night football. Last week, we cashed in a 5% winner with the Baltimore Ravens. We're now 11 and 3, 79% with client plays on Thursday night football this season. The free play video last week, we gave out some props. They did not hit, but we're coming back. We're going to give you a fantastic player prop for this game. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. Denver's a 9-point favorite. The total sits at 42. The Raiders come in with a record of 2-6. They're just 2-5-1 against the spread. They've lost 3 of 4 on the road, and they're coming off an ugly 30-29 home loss to the Jags. Geno Smith threw for 284 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick on 29 of 39 passing. That must have been his best game of the year. Another guy who had a big game, Brock Bowers, 127 yards on 12 receptions and 3 touchdowns. This defense, though, let them down last week. They ranked 23rd in the NFL, allowing 27 points per game. And this Las Vegas team, they just can't run the ball. 29th in the NFL, averaging just 89 yards per game. Rookie Ashton Genty has been a bit of a disappointment, whether it's him or whether it's the offensive line. That's a matter of opinion. You'd expect Genty to be performing better than he has, though. I'm down on Genty. They ranked 24th in the NFL in passing offense, averaging just 194 yards per game. And Geno, he's really struggled. As many interceptions as touchdowns, 11 touchdowns, 11 picks, 1,700 passing yards. And he's facing a Denver team in an outdoor game in November. This looks like a terrible spot for the Las Vegas Raiders. They were 0-2 against Denver last year, but the Raiders had won 8 straight in this rivalry prior to losing both games last year. I don't know if I would read too much into any of that. Certainly the 2 losses last year, probably more significant than the 8 wins prior to that. We're going to talk about the Denver Broncos, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available this weekend at wagertalk.com. And for those of you who follow these videos, you'll be aware of this one already. It's the Weekend Warrior Package. We'll give you all day college football on Saturday, then all day NFL on Sunday. We'll even throw in Monday Night Football, all for just $49. How am I doing with NFL? Well, I'm doing pretty damn good. We were 5-1 the previous Sunday, 2-1 last Sunday. We're hitting somewhere in the neighborhood of 80% over the last 3 weeks with all our football picks. 7-1 with our last 8 college football. So you'll see me on the leaderboards at wagertalk.com. As always, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. I do ask that you take the time to smash that like button, though. And if you've got anything to say to me about this game or any other NFL game or even college football, any sport of your choice, anything you want to talk about, hit me up in the comments below. Everybody else is. And let's have a look at what people have been saying in recent comments. We got Chuck Finley saying, "No way Prez tore a bicep, Jesse. He could never lift enough weights to accomplish that tear." Well, I don't even want to speculate on what other activity Prez might have been doing to tear his bicep, but let's just say that's none of my business. But this comment comes from Chuck Finley 777, who was tuning in live to catch me and the Prez on Sunday for the live End Zone show. We usually get Brian Power, Adam Trigger, Rob Vino, Ronald Kabang, a star-studded lineup, and we discuss the NFL games live every Sunday. So tune in to Wager Talk TV and check that out. We start at just before games kick off on Sunday, the early window. Let's look at another comment here. This guy talks way too slow and too much Jesus. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Maybe you should slow down, relax, and listen to some of the stuff I have to say, because if you're here, if you're watching these videos, chances are you're looking to learn something. And if you're in too much of a hurry, you might just miss it. So that's my advice to this fella. Let's get back into this game. Let's talk about those Denver Broncos. 7-2 straight up, 4-4-1 against the spread. They're 4-0 at home. They got lucky last week at Houston, though. 18-15 win. I guess CJ Stroud got knocked out of that game, and that allowed Denver to come back and win late. But at home, they're a different team. Their offense, Bo Nix, they kind of stink, to be honest with you. But at home, they're a lot better. They've got a 44-24 win over Dallas, a 33-32 win over the Giants. Now, they did score a bunch of points in the fourth quarter of that game, but they were not very good. Bo Nix is thrown for 1,976 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. But it's the defense that gets it done for Denver. They rank 4th in the NFL against the run, allowing 3.7 yards per carry and 93 yards per game. They rank 6th in the NFL against the pass, allowing 187 yards per game. And a guy like Geno with the turnover prone, he's thrown as many picks as he has touchdowns. This could get ugly for Geno Smith. J.K. Dobbins has run for 695 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.1 yards per carry. Now, Dobbins hasn't played a full season since his rookie year, and he's had a ton of injuries throughout his career. I've been critical of the way Sean Payton has used him because he's giving him a pretty heavy workload. And I've been betting on the backup, RJ Harvey, all year long. We've had some nice hits with RJ Harvey. I stayed off him last week because it wasn't really a favorable matchup against that Texans defense. But now, facing a Las Vegas Raiders defense at home, this is a great spot for RJ Harvey. He had 5 receptions for 51 yards and a touchdown in the game against Houston. And he's now scored touchdowns in 3 straight games. I believe he's actually scored 5 touchdowns in those last 3 games. He is the better receiver than Dobbins, so he often gets work as a receiving back. And again, if Denver is going to lean on the running game, I think Sean Payton eventually will have to split those carries with RJ Harvey, who has been very productive. I mentioned he scored touchdowns in 3 straight games. I think his anytime touchdown price was like plus 350 last week. It's been bet down a little bit, but it's still plus 210. And for a guy that scored 5 touchdowns in his last 3 games, plus 210, I think we got to take a stab at that, to be honest with you. So my best bet for this game is a player prop, anytime touchdown, RJ Harvey, plus 210. If it cashes, you won't be angry with me, trust me. I would lean Denver as far as the side, but I think this bet right here is a far better bet. If you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you've got anything to say to me, even if it is nasty, you hit me up in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.